Hi everyone, how was my last tutorial part about possessive pronouns and the different family members in the German language? Do comment in the comment section. Now let's have a look at another concept that is related to the family, die Familie. And this concept is that of a family tree. Now, you might have already heard of a family tree or even seen it somewhere. So let's have a look at the German version of this. The family tree is called der Stammbaum. And this is a compound noun which is made up of two nouns, der Stamm and der Baum. Now, the word Stamm has interestingly two meanings in the German language. One meaning is the tree trunk, as you can see here, and the other meaning is family origin or family ancestry, as we call it. So if we literally translate this noun, it means the tree of the family origin or the tree of the family ancestry. Note that both nouns are masculine with the article der, and the Baum is the tree here. So if you have a look at this Stammbaum, Moritz and Amelie are married and they have two children, Wagner and Angelika. Wagner is married to Gabriele and Angelika is married to Dietrich. Gabriele and Wagner have two children, Johanna and Karl. Angelika and Dietrich also have two children, Laura and Jonas. So let's have a look in detail about how we can talk about the family members other than the use of the possessive pronouns, as I mentioned in the last tutorial part also. So if you remember from the last tutorial part, I mentioned that we use possessive pronouns to talk about family members. So for example is zum Beispiel in German written as like this and shortened to the two alphabets Z and B in the German language. So for example, Wagner sagt, Gabriele ist meine Frau. So Wagner is saying that Gabriel is my wife. Meine is used as the possessive pronoun here. And please note that there is something new that I want to show you. If you look at this whole sentence, it is actually made up of two small sentences. Wagner sagt is one sentence, and Gabriele ist meine Frau is the other sentence. Now, at this level of the German language, you are not going to use any conjunction like that, for example, to combine two simple German sentences, but you will use a comma. And this comma will come after the main verb in the first sentence. Then instead of using possessive pronouns, we can also talk about a person's family relations by referring to that person's name ending with the S alphabet. So what do I mean by this? Let's have a look at an example. Ich sage, Moritz und Amelie sind Johannas und Karls Großeltern. So I say Moritz and Amelie are Johanna's and Karl's grandparents. And if we have a look at the family tree, this is true. The difference here is that I have not used a possessive pronoun, but I have put S at the end of the person's names whose relations I'm talking about. So in English, we put apostrophe S, but in German, we will just put an S after the name. Then lastly, we can also talk about a person's relations using a preposition in German, which is von. In this context means of. So for example, Dietrich ist der Schwiegersohn von Moritz und Amelie. So if we have a look at the family tree, Dietrich is the son-in-law of Moritz and Amelie. So these are the three ways that we can talk about or speak about the family members. Note that a new verb here is sprechen, but I will cover this in detail in the later tutorials. And there is another new verb for you, which is the regular verb sagen, as you might have noticed from these examples. Since it is a purely regular verb, it has similar conjugation to the previous regular verbs which I've covered with you. So that was all for today. Any questions related to this entire tutorial, you can ask in the comments section. Please like and comment on my videos and continue watching the tutorials, but do also subscribe to my channel, German Tutorials by Rabia. Thank you.